I think it was like a couple weeks ago that I had a conversation with Voxtur shareholder, and we were discussing the related party transaction. And I asked, do you think the stock will react positively when the related party transaction gets resolved? And he was like, oh yeah, this is, how can you, it was like he was even talking to me like, how can you even ask this question? It's obvious. Like, when you have $10 million of cash going into the bank, that's hugely positive. And I was like, yeah, I follow you. I know it's positive, but this doesn't mean the stock is gonna move. Like, it's like today, this is a perfect proof. Like, that's why I don't do catalyst investing, because we are in a market today, and let me be more specific. When it comes to the smaller names, I'm not talking about the Teslas or, because the market is starting to become stupid again on those names. I'm talking about the small companies. Mr. Market is really sick and retarded, okay? Because saying that, whatever happened with the related party transaction on Voxtur, of course it's positive. They got 10 million Canadian in the bank. It's like financing, but without dilution, right? But it doesn't matter, right? It's the same thing with Oracle. Like, are you kidding me? You're telling me that any drill results that are positive on Oracle are gonna move the stock price? I'm gonna laugh you out of the room. It doesn't matter. That's the kind of market that we are. People are not interested in results. You see, on Voxtur, for example, they had no problem complaining when there was covenant that was breached. They had no problem complaining when there was a related party transaction, right? They had no problem. Complain all day long, 24/7. But when those two things were resolved, there was no praising, right? So nothing, the stock is down. So this is the market that we are. You have great results on South Zone, North Zone, doesn't matter. You fix the thing that the market wants you to fix, doesn't matter. People will find reasons not to buy it. That's the market we're in, okay? And it kind of reminds me of the market that we were in a couple years ago with the tankers. And again, I was interviewing the CEO of Scorpio Tankers back then, and people were frustrated that the stock wasn't moving. The CEO was frustrated that the stock wasn't moving. And I remember that, and I said this to him, and he actually praised me for it. I said, your stock is gonna move when it's time for it to move. There's gonna be no catalyst. It's gonna move when it's gonna move. And I have the same view on Oracle, on Voxtur. Aduro is already kind of moving, but Voxtur and Oracle, they're gonna move at their own pace, at their own time. It's not gonna be drill results. It's not gonna be this. It's when the market, whatever happens, that takes it from being retarded to being less retarded or no retarded. I don't know what that's gonna be. That's when they're gonna move. It's not gonna be on good results, because people are like, oh, what if Q4 is gonna be good? Q1, like, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, you just got to prove right now that they got an injection of $10 million and then the stock goes down on it. Can you imagine if they had a capital raise for $10 million and diluted? Oh my God, this would be the end of the world. But when something like this happens, nobody cares. That's the market we're in. And that's why I don't do catalyst investing, because I've lost enough money for counting on certain things to move the stock price, and those things happen, and nothing happens to the stock price.